when peace like a river attended
Van Johnson,
my way.
I first met Reverend Dr. Benny R. Mitchell Jr. I was a student at Savannah State College at the time. And we had heard about this gentleman who would come out to the college from time to time. But my first real interaction with him was during the presidential campaign for Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson came to Savannah, spoke at Connor's Temple. And of course, Jesse Jackson at the time was the biggest thing for young African Americans, and so we wanted to go and see Jesse live in person. And after the speech, because the church was so full, I remember hearing Reverend Mitchell say, "Let's go where the people are." Essentially, Reverend Jackson and Reverend Mitchell are walking in Fraser and Keating homes, and all of these little children come running up and looking at this man who is a national figure, a man who is running for president, and had the opportunity to see it. And it happened because of Reverend Mitchell's insistence. Reverend Jackson had the opportunity to interact with the least of these, with those that are in housing developments and those who were the quote-unquote commoners, not the business people, but individuals of everyday walk. And I always respect him and I always remember him for that. And I miss that about him. And I miss hearing that voice. "Brother Van, this is Ben Mitchell here." And I could just see him telling me to continue to fight on and continue to fight the good fight. And remembering him telling me that God will have my back and God will fight my battles. And I think that ultimately those are the memories that I'll carry with me. And he'll always live because I could always hear his voice. I could always hear his words of wisdom. I could always hear his prayers at city council meeting and commission meeting, where he would just change and shift the whole atmosphere by what he asked God to do in the midst of that meeting. And certainly our corner on MLK and Gwinnett would never be the same, and certainly I'll never be the same because Reverend Benny R. Mitchell Jr. was a part of my life.
Oh,